Greetings, degenerates. St. Michael here, and today we're going to be talking about really the only thing that anyone's talking about right now. It's the biggest news story. The Senate voted to continue along, potentially, maybe, possibly, could be, releasing the Epstein Files. Now, I know a lot of you are like me, and we're sick of this run around, will they, won't they, fucking bullshit relationship when it comes to the Epstein Files. I know there's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts in this. I know a lot of people that could be caught in it. You know, it's kind of like the whole thing of going to a hotel that has drug deals is not the same thing as going to a hotel for a drug deal. But as far as I'm concerned, at this point, just fucking release the shit. I don't care. Let this be fucking just known. And those who have nothing to hide, let them just be like, hey, I know he was a scumbag, but I didn't get involved with him for his scumbag shit. Okay, I got involved with him because of his Hollywood connections or whatever the fuck else. But it's kind of hard to imagine that's anywhere true. But so far, the Senate, at least, has passed the resolution or whatever to release it. And, Senate agrees to quickly move bill seeking release of Epstein Files to Trump. The Senate's actions mean the measure which the House approved in a 427-1. That I find very fascinating. Like 427-1? Like, that's nearly every Democrat and every Republican. Like, geez, like, did those $7,000 checks bounce? Good Lord. What I would like to know is, who's the one, and how do we get his fucking computer? The House on Tuesday approved the bill directing the Justice Department to release all files related to its investigation. No, to the investigation. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if that's necessarily different than the list itself, which there is no actual list. This list that people think is like some ancient scroll that's hidden in a trunk, like some Ark of the Covenant thing. It's not that. It's probably not even a file. Most of anything of the list is probably not even interesting. Anything interesting has probably been burned or deleted along with the rest of Hillary Clinton's files. Hashtag I'm not sad. Convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein in a near unanimous vote, which, again, is interesting. That was a stunning turn for an effort that Republicans had worked for months to kill. Hours later, Chuck Schumer, Democrat of New York, and the minority leader won a unanimous agreement for the Senate to pass the measure as soon as it arrived in the chamber, which would clear it for President Trump's signature. Mr. Trump, who toiled for months to derail the bill, but reversed himself once it was clear it would pass overwhelmingly. He said he would sign it. Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, you can put, blame on Kash Patel and Pam Bondi. Sure, this whole handling has been horrible. Like, I don't get why people think Trump is either literally the Messiah or literally Satan, okay? He's going to make mistakes. He's going to fuck up. And it's our job, not even just me, a weirdo with a webcam, but us as the American people to say, hey, that's not right. He is not above criticism, okay? As I said in my South Park video, I love making fun of him. He's very mockable, okay? He's a person. He's a leader, and he's human. He's going to say things that are stupid. He's going to do things where it's like, okay, whoa. No. This is one of them. And what's fucking amazing is that you have legitimate, actual criticism of President Trump, and the left still is tripping over themselves to make utter bullshit. You have actual things to say, hey, Trump is not being a good president right now. What are you guys doing? Let's continue to lie about him. you people don't want to win. Like, everyone's saying that, well, the Republicans just tripped up. They may, have blood on their hands in the fucking next election. The Democrats aren't fucking doing anything better either. They have actual things handed to them on a silver platter. It's like, hey, here's something you can actually run on to say, hey, Trump has not a perfect record as president, and they cannot fucking get out of their own way. It's really insane, our political bullshit right now. But, and again, as much as Pam Bondi and Kash Patel and the entire rest of the cabinet involved in this have blame, I said this before, a leader takes fault. Trump is still president, okay? He is directing these people. So their failures are ultimately trickled up to him. And this is a legitimate problem. Release this shit. I don't care anymore. I don't care who's involved. I just want this fucking over with. I'm sick and tired of hearing about this. But here from the New York Times, every House member voted to release the Epstein. Did I say Senate earlier? My bad. It was the House. It's going to this. I mean, look at this. 211 Democrats and 216 Republicans. That is nearly even. And the one no was a Republican? And you have 3 Democrats not vote and 2 Republicans not vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 computers that need to be seriously looked at. Okay? Because that's... Why are you not voting yes? This is really weird. Now, you're rarely ever going to get total unanimous voting when it comes to politics. But this, you're not voting yes on this? That's bad optics. Really bad. Here we go. Here's all the members. Oh, here's the no. Clay Higgins, Louisiana 3rd District. So people that are in Louisiana 3rd District, I would call him up and say, what the fuck? Okay, can we have your computer? Here's all the lists. Where do we get the do not votes? Oh, man, there's a lot. Holy shit. Oh, Lord. Don Bayer, Gregorio Kaiser, Mickey Sherrill, Mitch Ruley, and Steve Womack. These are the no votes. So those who are in their area, look them up as well, because this is fucked up. Let's see. And here we have, where is it? No, this isn't it. Okay, here we go. From Benny Johnson. The House has passed legislation to release all of the Epstein files in a 427-1 vote. That is fucking insane. We have Republicans 216, Democrats 211.
On this vote, the yeas are 427. The nays are 1.
It's insane. That's
2/3 being in the affirmative. The rules are suspended. The bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
And, here's what the Epstein files are going to look like. Everything redacted, It's just... Look. Just fucking release this shit. Now, how much of this is, actually going to be released? I don't know. Everyone on both sides are clamoring for the others to be on it. Look, there's going to be a good mix of everyone involved, okay? Republican and Democrat. I don't care. Most likely going to be a whole bunch of Democrats, more than a whole bunch of Republicans, but I don't care. I don't fucking care. If you're a Republican, and I tend to vote that way anyway, and you're on this list, I don't care. I'm not such a red team fanboy that I'll be like, oh, it's okay because, he... No. You're a fucking weirdo. Okay? Get the fuck out of the party. It's time for gatekeeping. Make that great again, especially in games. Jesus. Oh, God. Here's Timu Obama. Hakeem Jeffries in Epstein mess. I almost said in the Epstein files. Hakeem Jeffries, he might be, I don't know, who knows. Hakeem Jeffries became the latest Democrat dragged into the Epstein Files debacle after email allegedly revealed the billionaire pedophile was invited to dinner for a fundraiser. Look, and that's the thing about Epstein, is that Again, this is like what I said. Going to a place where there's drug deals and going to a place to get a drug deal are not the same thing. Do I think it's weird how many people were involved with this guy and seemingly didn't know? I don't think it's hard not to know. In fact, Trump did know, okay? Trump absolutely knew what he was doing, which is why he was barred from Mar-a-Lago. He completely cut off anything from this guy. So yeah, there are going to be pictures of Trump and Epstein. Trump fucking ran New York, okay? He knew everyone. He rubbed shoulders with everybody, okay? It's just what you do when you're in the industry, when you're in, Hollywood or in media or in, real estate, which he was. So yeah, but you got to figure out who is, dealing with him because of his creepy island and who's dealing with him because he has connections. Though those connections come with deals and, I mean, it's clear he was a fucking blackmail spy agent, fucking shit. Jeffrey says, I have no recollection of the email. I've never had a conversation with him, never met him, know nothing. I know nothing, I see nothing.
Oh, I see nothing. I was not here. I did not even get up this morning.
About him, other than the extreme things that he was convicted of doing. Oh, so you only know what he was convicted. Oh, sure. I fucking doubt that. I fucking doubt anyone in this world didn't know. I really do. Trump, meanwhile, insisted about Epstein. All of his friends were Democrats. That's not entirely true. I don't buy that. I believe a big lion's share was certainly Democrats, but all of them were just no. There's Republicans on the list for fucking sure. Same with, not just Republican senators, but like just people in various industries. Dear Jeffrey, we are thrilled to announce that we are working with Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, once one of the rising stars in New York congressional delegation. A letter from consulting firm Diamec SRG reads, give us a call if you would like to get involved with a dinner or would like to get an opportunity to know Hakeem better. He is an impressive guy who will be a progressive voice in New York politics for years to come. Epstein, at the time of the messages, was a known convicted sex offender, having pleaded guilty in 2008. 2008 for prostitution of a minor. Seriously? 2008. All the way back. Almost 20 years ago? Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ. So almost 20 years of this guy being known and people working with him? This is fucking pathetic. Oh boy. But the House has pushed this along. I hope the Senate confirms it, and I hope we actually fucking get something for once from this shit. I am sick and tired of the constant carrot dangling. Just release it. I don't care at this point who gets caught in the crossfire, okay? Work it out later, kill them all, let God sort them out. That's the mentality I have with this. Release it all, let the courts figure it out. But what are your thoughts? Do you think there should be pause on this? Should we be excited? Should we have any hope at all? Or are you totally fucking black-pilled nihilistic? I refuse to be, because I think that's pathetic. But I don't, shit on those who, look at the world the way it is and kind of think black-pilling. It's just why I try to do, levity here and there once in a while. And, we took a look at the Legend of Zelda video, or shit from the movie. But it's time to, talk about this because that's what everyone's talking about. Let me know what you think and subscribe for more. And I don't plug this a lot. Follow me on X as well. I'd like to do rants there as well. Lots of shitting on, the Hitler humpers. It's fun picking on them. It really is. Logic is not their friend. But God bless, and may demons fear when you wake in the morning. Greetings again, degenerates, because after recording that video that the House had voted near unanimously, in fact, the only no was from a Republican, surprisingly not from a Democrat, to pass the Epstein File Transparency Act has reached Donald Trump's desk and was officially signed, as you can see in this Truth Social post he made about it. Let's take a look. The Jeffrey Epstein, who was charged by the Trump Justice Department in 2019, not the Democrats, was a lifelong Democrat, donating thousands of dollars to Democrat politicians and was deeply associated with many well-known Democrat figures such as Bill Clinton, who traveled on his plane 26 times, Larry Summers, who just resigned from many boards, including Harvard, so there's that commie fucking college you'll send your kids to be straddled with thousands of dollars in debt, was helped by Epstein. I love how Trump uses fucking jabs like this. Sleazebag political activist Reid Hoffman, minority leader Hakeem Jeffries, who asked Epstein to donate to his campaign after Epstein was charged. And mind you, in the video earlier, Hakeem Jeffries basically was denying he even knew him. He was fucking St. Peter going, I don't know him. Democrat Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett, and many more. Perhaps the truth about these Democrats and their associations with Jeffrey Epstein will soon be revealed. I hope to God they will, because I have just signed the bill to release the Epstein Files. As everyone knows, I asked Speaker of the House Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune to pass this bill in the House and Senate respectively. Because of this request, the votes were almost unanimous in favor of the passage, which again is interesting because even the fucking Democrats are like, yeah, we can't. If we say no, it's not good optics. At my direction, the Department of Justice has already turned over close to 50,000 pages of documents to Congress. Do not forget, the Biden administration did not turn over a single file or page related to Democrat Epstein. Why would they? He's a Democrat. Nor did they even speak about him. Democrats have used the Epstein issue, which affects them far more than the Republican Party, in order to try and distract from the amazing victories, including the great big beautiful tax cut bill, the strong borders, yes, so strong in fact that the fucking scumbags in Mexico were going, oh, we can't just hop over the bridge to a new fucking better life. We actually have to fucking do shit here, and they're in full fucking boogaloo mood. No men in women's sports or transgender for everyone, ending DEI, stopping Biden's record-setting inflation, lowering prices, biggest tax and regulation cuts in history, ending 8 wars, actually 9 if you include the console wars, rebuilding our military, knocking out Iran's nuclear capability, getting trillions of dollars invested in the U.S., including fucking from Japan, which, quite frankly, is our true greatest ally. I don't care what anyone says. Creating the hottest country anywhere in the world. Well, global warming, but, Greta Thunberg's on that. Or is she talking about Palestine again? Who knows? Let's see. And even delivering the huge defeat to the Democrats on the recent shutdown disaster, which was, never forget, theirs. For years, our great nation has to endure Russia, Ukraine, impeachment hoax number 1, impeachment hoax number 2, because the sequel is always as good, if not better, than the first, and many others the Democrats created, witch hunts and scams, all of which have been so terrible and divisive for our country, and have been done to confuse, deflect, and distract from the great job that Republicans and the Trump administration are doing. This latest hoax will backfire on the Democrats just as all the rest have. Thank you for your attention on this matter, and make America great again. There you have it. It is truly official. Now, everyone's going to be going and swarming like, okay, there's going to be a lot of redactions, got to be names changed. I really hope they don't, and I really, really hope that maybe that's hopium, maybe I'm just, overly optimistic, but I hope they don't flub this, and I hope Pam Bondi, quite frankly, stays as fuck away from this as fucking possible, and Kash Patel can get out of his own way and get this shit done, because this is going to be an albatross around Trump's neck and every fucking Republican next year. Guarantee it. Now, this has been And this is what Trump means by it's a hoax. Obviously, Epstein was a real person. Obviously, he did real things, and obviously, people were involved. The hoax is not that Epstein did anything or that people were involved. The hoax is primarily saying that Trump is involved. We all know he wasn't, okay? It's bullshit. He banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago and pretty much anywhere to be near him as soon as he found out about this shit. Whereas Democrats were happy to work with him even after he was fucking charged with pedophilia and sex trafficking. And yet they want to claim like they care about children. Oh, fuck yourself. No, you fucking don't. This has all been just one distraction. They've used Russia, they've used Ukraine, they've used COVID, everything to distract. And even when you have legitimate criticisms of Donald Trump at your fucking... in your hands, you could fucking be served it. You still have to be fucking stupid. You still have to be fucking lazy. If it was so... It's like these hate crimes. If there's so many, why do you have to Jesse Smollett fake it? It should just be there. You know, there was real things to criticize Trump about. No matter who you are, you know, we should criticize our leaders. And they can't. But Trump has been, at least in my opinion, mostly been doing the right thing. Flubs here and there, everyone's, you know, imperfect. No leader's going to do everything you want. But they need to get this done. They need to just release the fucking files and just get some low-level arrests. Because at least if we get some arrests, it's going to make it look good. Even if it's, you know, I don't know. Do I ever think we're going to see Hillary or Bill in a fucking orange jumpsuit? No, I've made that clear many times, even going back to my Comey video. But they need to really take this and run with it. Not sprint. But anyways, what do you think is going to happen? Do you have any hope for this? Do you think any arrests are even going to be made? And, or do you think everyone's just blowing smoke? Let me know. And God bless. May demons fear you when you wake in the morning.